from the Crafter's Companion Springtime Craft Bundle. So they included with the bundle, the Springtime Bundle, which is this box from HSN. They included in here this little book. And so I have started a quick little series on creating the sketches in the book. I'm trying to see if they're feasible and if they make sense and if they work. And this will give me opportunity to try out their ideas, see what I like and what I don't like, and to show you those things. And so this is the book. They have several different layouts and different sizes, so we can see how things really work with this system, with this the stamps and dies and the papers and stuff, because we have so many of the kits and we put them up and we don't do anything with them. And so since they gave us this card sketch, I said, let me do something with them. And so my first card was this one yesterday, where I did this design. And I couldn't find my birdie, and I still can't find my little birdie. So we had to put on a reindeer, baby reindeer. And I didn't put a sentiment because I will eventually put something in there when I get ready to use the card. So, okay. So next we have this one. This sketch number 2. So you know what I'm going to do? I did this sketch on, let me use a pencil. I did this sketch on August the 6th, and I'm going to do this one on August the 7th. And that's just kind of letting me know when I did something and what I did. So I'm not going to repeat the same thing later on. Okay, so this is our sketch. And of course, I already cut out everything except the card base. I forgot to cut out my card base. So I have, this is a 5 by 5 inch. So let me do this right here. So that's 5. This Stampin' Up trimmer is really a good trimmer. I really do like it. It has a surface, so you're not like, it's not pressed and like most trimmers are. You know how you have that little arm and then it has a little divot. This one doesn't have that. This one doesn't have that little divot, which is really good. Okay, and then I'm going to just score this at 5, which is something else that I like, that it comes with a score piece on it. And so if you want it, please go to my Stampin' Up and page. A link is in the description box, and pick you up one of those trimmers. And you see how easy, quick, easy peasy, 5 by 5. This card base, it says that this is supposed to be 5 by 5, and there we go. It's a 5 by 5 exactly. So these are the papers from the kit, and get over there. Okay, so this is the papers from the kit. I cut this piece down to mat on top of my card base, like that. Then I cut this piece out to mat inside of here. The one thing that they don't do on their card bases is they don't give you instructions of how far away, what the inches are, or any of that type of thing. So you kind of flying blind on the sizes that you pick, which kind of gives you a little leeway on the sizes you pick. So the first thing I'm going to do with this, and of course I colored in the 2 honeycombs, and this is stamped on the paper. I didn't color this in. This is stamped directly on the paper. And this is, I cut this out myself, and I inked it with some quick dry ink. And all I did was take the ink pad and go like this to get a shadow effect around here. I did the same thing on this piece to get that shadow effect. And the same thing on this piece. It has that blue shadow effect. That don't. And so those are the pieces. On the sketch, there is no rhinestones, but I just added them in for effect. There's nothing wrong with that. And then my bee was coming in this sketch. You see there that bee, but it looked like it was just hanging in suspense. Hi, Dr. E. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, it looked like it was hanging in suspense, and so I added some grass. I just put my own little grass, and this is super simple to do. All I did was take my Copic markers and do the flicking technique. And that's how I got the grass. And then I used another color, so it's not just green, but I used another color to mix it in to get the grass effect, just like that. So that's how I did the grass. And it was just something to add to the picture. Because just because I'm using a sketch, that doesn't mean I have to do exactly what they do. I'm just using it as an outline. Thank you, Dr. E. I appreciate that. And so this is going to get put right on here. So I'm going to do that right now because if you can tell that this card is angled. And because it's at an angle, I need this matte layer to be down there first. Okay, so we're going to mat on this cute paper. We're going to mat on here first. And then the card base, and it's saying it's like this. The way this is put on here. It's like that. Yeah. Okay, so that's how I'm going to put this on there. When you're doing stuff like that, be careful that you don't go off those edges, because since it's on the edge of the paper, you don't want tape back there. Okay, so it's slight. It's not a really, it's just a slight off. Where it goes that's where it goes. It's just a little bit off. Angled is what that is what it's supposed to be. So it's slight angled. Okay, so then what I did for this, I put some blue dots on the back of these to raise up that sentiment, because I didn't want it to hit directly onto the paper and make it look lumpy. So now this just goes right here. Is that even? No, it's a little too high. Let's see. I'm just matching it up with, there we go. I was just matching it up with the top of the card base, so it's not over that card base. Okay. Then we have our little bow here. And I like to use glue, my 3D glue gel with this, or a glue gun. But my glue gun is not heated up, so I'm just going to use my 3D glue gel. I really love this stuff. Every time I place an order with Crafter's Companion, every time I use this stuff, the seal, I keep it in a plastic bag, and I keep the cap on it, and it still gets that little plug. But every time I place an order with Crafter's Companion, I add on some glue to get up to my $100, because it's free shipping with $100. And so I always add on some glue. Okay, and then I just put the Thinking of You on there from one of the very ancient sets from Stampin' Up. I never threw my stamps away like everybody else. Thank you, Dr. E. They switch up, and so this right here was a really old set, and it had all the sentiments in it, and it fit in the little label punches, and so I never threw it away. I never got rid of it. I never, they retired it and brought something else new back. But this always worked for me, and it has everything. Happy Father's Day, Happy Mother's Day, Happy St. Patrick's Day, with sympathy. And so I still use it. I still use it, and I still have the clip or the punches. That's what it is. Okay, so then I raised these up with pop dots too, and so they're going to go on here. Only two of them though. I put pop dots on these two, and this one will be flat, just like that. So then it gives it some dimension all the way around the card, and that's the reason why I did that. So I'm just going to take this one off, and then where they like met them together, and I'm just doing the same thing. We're going to put this one right here, and then we're going to meet this one right to it. Like that, and then we're just going to put some tape right on here, and I'm not using wet glue only because my tape gun was right here. That's why. Okay, so now that's that. This card looks weird to me because if I feel like everything is off center. Oh, I moved my bow. Everything is off to me because it's crooked. It's crooked. It's driving me bananas. It's crooked. Okay, so these were the two honeycombs. What I did was I used a Copic marker for this one, and I colored it in with the Copic marker, and just one. And then I took the other one and I colored it in with the Copic marker, and then I went around it with this one to try to give it some shadowing effects. The one thing that you have to remember is you can't use pigment ink and Copic markers because it drags the ink. It's supposed to be, this is watercolor ink, and so I shouldn't have used that, but it was the closest one to me, and so you can kind of see some dragging of the colors on here, like right here. But guess what? In a real life, this would probably been brown anyway. So I was fine with it. I was fine with it. And so I made one of them flat and one of them lifted. And so I lifted this one up, so it's going to go in the front. It's going to go in the front. And so I just took the things off from that. And so I'm going to lay this one down first. So we have the area right underneath here. And so I put that one down first. And then this one, I'm going to pop it up on top. And so I gave it dimension. That's the reason why I did the shading. So you could see a plain one and one with some dimension. Like that. And I also colored in our little bee. Just some yellow. My autofocus is not focusing. I'm trying to fix my thank you, Dr. E. I'm trying to use my um I'm trying to use my cam link, and I have my autofocus on and I have my zoom and pan on, but it's not zooming and panning. Like, it's not doing it. Oh, I guess it is doing it. Maybe I'm just nuts. And so that is our card for today. Let me put some tape to take this little edge down because it's not stuck. There we go. And so because this is a 5x5 card and this is off the angle, it'll fit in a 6x6 envelope. So you can put this in a 6x6 envelope. And my little bow is not dry yet. That's why I like to use hot glue. I think when I do my next bow, I'm going to turn my my gun on, and so it'll be ready. Because I pre-do all of my cuts. And so this is the sketch from sketch number 2. And it looks like it to me. As close as I can get it with a few embellishments on it. I think what it might need to spruce it up. Let's see. Let's see if we can spruce up some stuff with some Winka Stella. Oh yeah, glitter and sparkle makes everything look better. Yeah, we like that little hint. There we go. That little hint of some sparkle. Yeah, I like that. All right. So that is our number 2. Um so tomorrow I will do page 4. Yep, page 4. A number 3. This is card base. It's a 6x4 card base, and look like the orientation is this way. And so this is the one that I'll do tomorrow. Um, it's using the same honeycomb, so that's good. I can just cut that out. It's still using the same little bee. They made a flag. They have so many flag sentiments. They should have put a flag die in here or something. You would kind of think. I don't know. And then these are hexagons, and with this die set, you have different kinds of hexagons. And so I think I'll put a hexagon, either I'll do the hexagon trio here or one. I don't know. I might do the hexagon trio. It depends. But I'll do the same thing that I did here and just stamp it on the paper. Oh, it's got more hexagons. Didn't really notice this, or whatever that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So we're gonna do this one tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna do this one tomorrow, and maybe we'll use some of the sentiments on here. Maybe I'll use the home where the heart is as my sentiment right there. I don't know, depending on how this base looks. So this is our card for today. And I appreciate you joining me, Dr. E. Thank you. I think this looks cute. It's just weird to me because it's kind of off-centered. But you know what? We have to step out of our own selves and do some different things. We have to do some different things. So I appreciate you joining me with this quick video. I'm about to head on over to, no, at 2 o'clock, Crafters Companion is doing their pre-show for, they're doing a pre-show for the HSN hall, and so I'm gonna hop on over there at 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, so I can see what they have to offer, because you know I'm on that dry August. But there's some sentiment dies that I might have to be suckered into buying. So like it's gonna really twist my arm. So oh, are you? It's supposed to be really nice. I went and checked out the book already so that I could see what was really going on. Okay. Well, um, so that's the end of my video for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.